So my guest this afternoon, I'm playing one of his songs, one of his previous singles that used to play back in the day. Seems like a long time ago. I'm sure it was over 10 years ago, you know. Singer, songwriter, actor, film producer, and I believe director as well. Got a brand new film out now, and I'm glad to say I should have him on the line. This is a beautiful song. Leyton, can you hear me?
Yes. Hey, Tricky Nicky, how you doing?
I'm very, very well, sir. There's a surprise for you. I bet you didn't expect me to lead with this song here. Used to know.
I did not.
Oh my gosh. I think the last time I spoke to you was when this song was brand new. Was that 2015? I can't remember. What year was this?
You know what? I remember when we spoke February the 20th, 2020.
Right. Okay, that was the last time we spoke, right?
But that song that you've just played was back in 2015.
Right. And like I said, this song, you know, this was one of those songs that I was playing quite a bit on my Sunday supplement show. It's lovely tune. Used to know.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
So
man.
listen, how you been, man? What you been up to? What you been doing? I mean, yeah. Did I introduce you right to say that now I can officially call you a producer, film producer, and director?
No. Thank you, man. No, I appreciate it. Yeah, because there's so many. There's generally so many things that I've literally been doing for a while. So it would basically be singer-songwriter, actor, entrepreneur. I put entrepreneur because there's so many other things and aspects of other things as an independent artist. I pretty much do take care of majority of everything pretty much.
Of your own business, yeah?
Absolutely. This is literally the, as they call it, the bread and butter, right?
Yes.
So my purpose has just been always about bringing love and authenticity into my journey and career as a whole, along with humanity, that dedicated, all of that generally for all generations, creeds and backgrounds, as there's always a song and message and creation prior to whether this is on the music side or acting side or just speaking side or, community aspect. I just feel everything is connected as one for me.
Yes.
And it's all apprehended for everyone. So I feel, my life assignment has been committed since the age of 6 years old to, commit to being a form of substance and significance to contribute in greater evolvement and growth of so many things that go on in the world, worldly events or the industries, entertainment industries.
Yeah.
I feel I'm all about exposing and bringing so much light into things that have been pushed under the carpet for centuries and a long time. So that's what I feel my journey has been dedicated with, that has pretty much faced a lot of adversity because of those very given morals and value system.
Yes.
I feel there's so much years of catching up and so many things, but I know it can't be put in one interview. But it's like everything that I've just been solidly dedicated to, I have never conformed to, society's norm or anything to do with, demonic societies.
Yes.
That is pretty much all in your face in plain sight.
So would you say that you are now living in your purpose? Is that fair to say?
100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I knew that there was a responsibility on my end to raising that necessary awareness that unfortunately is not going to be receptive in the mainstream side of the world.
Yes.
And I've come to acceptance of that, to be fair, because what people do not see, they only see the physical results prior to what's on the TV and the media and think that that's all glitz and glamour.
Yeah.
But what they don't see, unless if they choose to research deep, is that everything is all false advertisement and false profits. And this is why I always encourage people generally to not worship or idolize anyone who has a tremendous amount of airtime in movies, projects, famous celebrities, because it's all deception, and it's all to deceive and indoctrinate.
It's engineered, isn't it? Because there's a greater. I mean, I'm with you on that page. I think there's a greater purpose to the things that we see, the things that we hear, the things that we are told to believe, and I think even now, if I can bring it back to today's kind of society. It's in plain sight, as you said, because the politics that we're being fed from the one of the most powerful people on the planet right now is that new world order of what we would take what we want by force, and if you don't agree with us, we will crush you and we will push you to one side.
Absolutely, and that has always been the agenda, like new world order, one world government, and all the digital side of the world where humans get replaced with robots, artificial intelligence.
Indeed.
And that's why they created all of these films and put everything in sight, even from years ago, because they had to slowly put these things in place, and people would think, wow, that's really amazing. But not knowing that the reason why these were created is because it's always been going on. And they've just been putting it all in steps leading up to this point today.
Yes, very well said. Very well said. I mean, this is what we're seeing with AI now. Your eyes will deceive you because it's all manufactured. You'll see me on the screen saying something that I have not said.
Exactly.
And the words are coming from my mouth. You see me on the screen, and there's talking about something that I have not actually said. So this is the power of AI right now, is that it was there, it will deceive you, it will trick you, it will make you believe a false narrative, and free thinking, and independent thinking and independent, I suppose, kind of like analysis will go out of the window, because we will only be governed by what we see and what we're hearing on social media and all these AI
absolutely
platforms. So,
absolutely.
So yeah, I mean, it's something that resonates with me, Leyton. So I'm really, really proud. Just for the listeners' point of view, how did you start getting into all this, into music, and so what was what you said you've been singing from 6 years old. I mean, I've known you from you as a kid as well, right? So just kind of like, how did you get into it, and how did you progress to where you are now?
No problem. So, funny enough, right? So, I was actually forced to be part of a school choir at a Christmas concert when I was 6 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it wasn't like, oh, pick me,
Yes.
It was just one of those situations where I was put in a predicament, uncomfortable position, where the teacher was testing out different students for different lines in the song, right? And therefore, I was then put on the spot. And then when it was on the stage with a few people, and then it was a song called "In the Bleak Midwinter." If you was to ask me if can I remember that song, no.
Okay.
But basically, so put in the position, trying out the lines, and then as soon as I pretty much begun to sing, then I don't know, there was just something that felt a little odd, but something felt good about what I did vibrate at the time, but I didn't really have much of an understanding of at the time. But people were looking at me as if I did something wrong, but it wasn't the fact I did something wrong that I thought something was done wrong. But the teacher pretty much called me to a side afterwards and pretty much just explained that it was actually beautiful what I'd done. So I was pretty much taken back, because I've never sung, but I've always been a good ear for melody.
Right.
But I've never vocalized my expression, in that aspect. So it was encouraging for that time, because I felt it was a very, important time for myself unknowingly. And that's what pretty much led to the position of me doing something authentic and with love, because even though there's so much distortion out here, generally, I've
Yeah.
always kept myself away from those side of conformity, right?
Yes. Yes.
And what I love as well is that, back in the day, my mom, you know her very
Mm-hmm.
well.
Very well. Yes.
And yeah, she, years ago, you probably might not know this actually.
Mm-hmm.
So years ago, very, very long time, she was in a group with her sisters called the Lawrence
I
Sisters.
remember you telling
And
me. I remember.
okay, yes.
Yes.
So she was actually touring Britain with Motown covers and
Yes.
songs.
Yes.
So that was also another aspect I got to know about, even off the musical side of my family,
Mm-hmm.
which I weren't present at the time, but it was good to know of these things.
Yeah.
And my dad was actually played the banjo in the past as well. So it's like our family has like a musical side. I wouldn't say there's much of us
Yeah.
in that sector,
Yeah.
but at the same time, things stem off from certain level of inspiration, but add on the confirmation of the inspiration, but in your own form of unique expression. So this is where it led to I've always been very peculiar and very specific prior to choices that I've made with regards to where I place myself with people,
Yeah.
where I place myself with projects, what I have my name involved in, what I don't have my name involved in,
Mm-hmm.
because it does have a reflection on yourself prior to whatever you put yourself forward for or be part of.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Um, so that's what pretty much led to. I said, this is what I was meant to be doing,
Yeah.
because you're here for something a lot more bigger than just someone to say, oh, I sing, I act, but you're
Mm.
actually here to bring so much awakening to the world, and especially to future generations who are coming into this world, especially, which is so vital.
Yes. Yes. So
So,
no, well, that was very, very interesting because, like I said, it's something that we always look for the catalyst for something, don't we? We
yeah,
always look for what was the thing that sparked this actual
yeah,
journey, and
definitely.
sometimes we have to look at we end up somewhere in life. We have to look at the fact that maybe, just maybe, we were actually born in the spirit to do this. Maybe something
100.
that it was destined for us, but we had to find it for ourselves. Because you
Agreed.
go through all sorts of things that you think maybe, you try things in life. Sometimes it don't work out, and you think to yourself, you know what? I really wanted to do this. I really wanted to do this. But what you don't
Mhm.
realize is that maybe that was not for you, and because you're going on the wrong road, you had to find out for yourself that it's not the road for you, maybe for somebody else, and maybe you've seen
Mhm.
someone else be successful that way, but not for you. So I
Yeah.
always believe that if we follow our spirit, we follow our soul, and we follow our conscience, it will lead us to where we need to be, but we just need to listen.
100%. And I really live by those sentiments
Hmm.
every day,
Hmm.
because, and I'm pretty very disciplined and very strict with that as well.
Yes. Yes.
Because especially with, what can happen just by simply saying, I'm here to bring love in the world.
Mm.
Who would have thought, knowing the fact of these pure sentiments was going to result in the trials and the tribulations, just to put them forward of simplicity?
Mm.
And because you're basically putting forward something to actually bring greater healing to a world and society that's not about that.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
that's why there was a lot of threats I've had in the music industry and
Really.
entertainment industry from it.
Wow. Wow.
You become a target the more you put out there in the ways that is away from the agenda.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well,
So, but
you become a target, isn't it? And
that's
it's
it.
like I said, if we believe in spirituality, and we believe in energy, and we believe in forces at work, then we will believe that for every positive there's a negative reaction. You understand?
Absolutely.
Something trying to pull you back, something trying to deter you from
Hmm.
delivering that message, something trying to tell you that you're wrong. You
Yeah,
understand? So we have to persevere in life. And what, as you said, if love is at the forefront of what you do, if love is your base, then everything else from there just follows naturally.
Agreed.
You can't go around it. Love is, if you, as you said, you speak love, you are love, you spread love. Yeah,
And
right?
and you don't cut corners.
Exactly. Right. So listen, I want to get on to this film now of yours.
Amazing.
First of all, let me play a little bit of a song from that film. Actually, it's called "Save the Children." Listen to this, peeps.
Amazing.
Never question why so many children go missing every day, all over the world. And where do they actually go? Without any documentations, no identity. And what are these children used for? In underground tunnels, military bases. This is my truth.
It's all a sanction ring for the children to enslave and soul, abuse, immolation, while they drain the drugs of the money, and they slaughter in the bodies. I've wondered why so many go missing. Who is gonna save the babies from the devil, from the devil's plans on their gaze? When are you gonna open up your eyes to see what the world has come to? Save the babies, save the children, protect the young minds, free the innocent. Oh, yeah. Save the children. They're stealing and selling, feeding, persecuting. Does anybody even care? Save the children.
Save the Children. What a beautiful song that is, Leyton.
Thank you so much, Nicky.
Did you write that?
I did. I written, composed as
You
well.
wrote and composed it. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. It's got that kind of like that modern, like that modern feel as well musically. So it will, I think it's something that will appeal to a cross section of people by the words and obviously by the deep lying bass line. What a bass
Thank
as well.
you.
Bassy,
Thank
isn't
you
it?
so much.
It's
I really
bassy, isn't it,
appreciate
mate? It's bassy.
And I also just want to also give a huge thanks as well to producer. His name is Anton Flanders, aka Nutty P. So just want to give a
Okay.
huge thank you to him.
Nutty
So he was the
P.
producer of the album. Yeah.
Brilliant. And that's taken off your latest album, wasn't it? Speak On Out, was it?
Speak On Out, yes.
Which is a fantastic album as well, by the way. I listened to it for the first time last night.
Thank you.
Yeah, I listened to it, and I've obviously bought a few of the tracks off iTunes, people, just for your
I
feed.
appreciate it, man. Thank you very much.
No, it's all good, bro. It's all good. So, like as I said, this track is one of the featured songs on the film, right? On the new movie.
Yes. So this is pretty much like a representation of the film, but just in the musical aspect.
Right.
So let me. You want to?
So let me just give them a little synopsis of what the film is. So it's called "Where Are the Children?" All right. It's a short film, obviously written by Leyton. It says, "Get ready for the unforgettable evening as the multi-award-winning Leyton Benta unveils his latest short film, Where Are the Children?" He has not only produced and written, but also starred in this project, filmed and directed by the talented Lee J. Ramirez. Join us for this stunning rich mix in the cinema in London on Saturday the 28th of February from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. for this exclusive screening. This remarkable young artist is known for his genuine approach to commitment to sharing his truths, making a significant impact, and also on our ever-evolving society. So I want to give, Leyton, if you just bear with me a second, I'm going to let them listen to a little bit of the trailer, okay? Because I think it's
okay, no problem.
It's powerful. All right, so just bear with me a second.
My name is Trace Simmons, and I am the youngest survivor. I'm glad to be alive.
Where are you going with those children?
Children just don't go missing out of nowhere.
Let me just give you a little synopsis about the film as well. It says, a brave young soldier, Trace Simmons, just 31 years old, is putting everything on the line to unveil the dark schemes lurking within the shadowy corners of the secret government agenda. One that involves horrific reality of child trafficking, abduction, abuse, and on a global scale, concealed within the underground tunnels of military installations and secluded private islands. Trey's mission in life is to clear and uncover the truth as to what some might dismiss as mere conspiracy theories. Yet he has seen firsthand the dreadful and atrocious acts that have long been hidden from the world, seeking methods to shield himself, particularly as the sole survivor. He strives to amplify the voices of unheard and bring clarity to the unresolved. Oh my gosh. So that is some powerful thing. And you know what? If you talk about secluded islands, now the truth is just coming out about one Jeffrey Epstein.
Exactly.
Right? The rich and famous who has his web of deceit and collusion has implicated no other than our own royal family here in the UK. Well, not all of them, but certain members that we're not going to name of the royal family, certain members of the elite across Europe and the world, and also presidents, prime ministers, members of parliament, you name it. And they are all now, because of the list that has apparently come out, so it's very appropriate for the time that we are living in that you should do a movie about children going missing and things like this, and one man's fight to uncover the realities of what is hidden in plain sight. So what is it? Okay, so let's start off with this. What inspired you to make this film?
Honestly, what inspired me to write, produce, and star along with undertaking this project is exclusively derived from my understanding and experiences of the corrupt nature of the entertainment industries as well as the government itself. Yeah. Because for centuries, children have consistently been the target from ancient times to even the present. Yes. And they've all been exploited for nefarious agendas aimed at preserving the positions of power held by those in authority. Yes. There's, when there's that statement that's put online saying someone's gone missing, a child's gone missing, someone's gone missing. They don't just go missing out of nowhere. Yeah. So I wanted to highlight and bring to visual the significance of the message, just to raise the necessary awareness for those to question the narratives generally that arise with what they can promote in the media is to also question and not just run with that narrative alone. Yes. Yes. And for people to also, once again, not idolize and worship celebrities as they are all false prophets doing the devil's work. So little do what many know who are like fan people to these celebs is that these celebrities, as I said, they wouldn't be in their position today had it have not been through being responsible for all of these atrocious acts themselves, as they have a big responsibility behind these missing children as well.
Yes.
So I want people to be able to research more and be more protective over their own children, and even if it isn't their children, because at the end of the day, I just felt, because of the things I've witnessed from the industry as well, and been up against major record label corporations at least 6 times.
Yeah.
But what comes with that, Nicky, is what people would not, they just think signing a deal and then, you know, you're on platforms and doing the thing that you love, but that's not the case.
Yes. Yes.
There really is a contract that you do. So there is selling your soul away. And if you want a position in a certain film or certain billboard or certain accolades or whatever, or collaborations, then you have to do something repulsive and deceiving.
Yes.
And that comes with a lot of sacrifice, and children have a big part to play of what they're experimented on with.
Yeah.
So I knew that it was, I said, I have to be the one in my own way to do the things I know to be right, no matter the consequences. Because as I said, I know what I'm here for. So therefore, I always trust that with whatever I contribute or whatever I create, is that there is always an audience for you.
Absolutely.
And, you know, because we're not seeking validation or approval, because that's self, that's from self.
Yes. Yes.
And so at the end of the day, it's a matter of, because people are waking up a lot more now in today's reality of certain things. And this is why, when we was talking about in terms of, you know, certain timing for certain things to surface, there was a reason for that.
Yes.
So your consistency and commitment may sometimes feel that it has been unseen, but then it comes down to a time of evolvement where people recognize the every things you've evidently have put out there. Now they see it. So it's just you got to do the divinity of work, because we're expressions of that to extend. So yeah, that was my very mission to create this project.
That is so good. I mean, like I said, for our reality in today's world, right, it's very appropriate, because we, you know, if we don't protect our children, then these things will become the norm, and we will no longer start looking and thinking when it raises eyebrows of children go missing, or children, you think about one of the high profile cases that it was all over the news, Madeleine McCann, or whatever her name was.
Oh yes.
Do you remember
that story is something in itself.
It is, but there are millions of, maybe not millions, let me not overcook the pudding, but there are hundreds of thousands of Madeleine McCanns that go missing every year.
Beyond.
You understand, across the world, and these things, they don't get the publicity that she would get, because it's a very high profile case. But you know, these things happen on a daily basis, we know, and unless we kind of always push back at it and don't accept it as a norm, don't accept it as reality, then these people will always be, you know, pushing it to the forefront and trying to normalize it, and it's not
exactly
acceptable. But listen, man, I know that we're kind of running out of time on this, and we could speak forever about this. It premieres on the 28th of February at 7 p.m. to
9:30 p.m.
9:30 p.m. Okay, and tickets are available online, right? £10.
Yes,
is that right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and where do people get those tickets from, Leyton?
So where they can get that from is from the Eventbrite, which is a Leyton Benta short film premiere.eventbrite.co.uk. So you can actually go to that link. I'm more than happy to, or you can actually provide the link in the comments or something.
I will
for people.
do. I will do.
then they're more than happy to also connect and reach out to me if they want to as well.
Yeah.
Don't hesitate to reach out, because I want solely this project, but not just the project alone, but the journey and the project and everything else that's yet to be, that of its the vitality of the relevance for this is really crucial for everyone to know.
Yeah, yeah. And
You know?
And so it says on here that there's going to be a question and answer session as well for 10 to 15 minutes after the film, after the screening, right?
Absolutely. So anything or all for people to connect with, whether this is about the journey or the film, I'm really such an open book where if they really do ask, I will literally be so truthful and not really censor what it is.
Yeah.
Because we have to have these conversations and make it an everyday norm.
Yes.
So, and then afterwards, I'll pretty much will be performing a couple of my songs, which would be Save the Children, people heard on air already, and another song will be Here I Stand, which is another song off the latest album that people can pretty much find on my website, which is www.leytonbenta.com/music. So anybody who likes to stream on there, there's an option, but there's also an option for physical CDs that, because I'm old school as well.
Yes,
so people are still getting CDs and vinyls. So, and vinyls are becoming a thing more.
It's
again.
come back around, hasn't it? People and that's a good thing, because because you know when you talk about copyrights and exclusive rights to your material, it's good on you, mate. Good on you for put it on CD form as well. We know that you've got to use the tools and the platforms available to you, so it's got to be on iTunes and Spotify and all these things. But you know, let's also not forget that we can control what we do as well, and that's very good.
And that's the most important thing. You know, as I said, it's like whatever is unique to you and truthful and wholesome to you. It's just there's one thing being aware of what's going on, but doesn't mean you have to conform to being robotic in that aspect.
Definitely not. And I always say this, right? We have to think critically. We have to think independently. You understand? So don't ever be brainwashed, because there's a lot of brainwashing tools out there. There's a lot of narratives that's sent out there to brainwash you. Your reality is what you make it, not what people tell you it is. You understand? Live your reality, speak your reality, and live in your reality. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you listen to the narrative and whatever, people would tell you that you're living in doomsday or something like that, and everything is bad and everything. But this is what they want you to believe. Life is life is beautiful, you know. Life is beautiful. But we just need to kind of like see the beauty in life for it to be beautiful for us.
Agreed.
You know? So listen, mate, it's been fantastic speaking to you as always.
Thank you.
So I want you to come back on after the premiere of the film and just let me know how it went and everything like that. I'll be there to watch it as well. So I want you to let me know. I could obviously give it a critical eye view from a punter's point of view.
Absolutely.
But I'd love to discuss it with you once it's done, right? So once again, this is February the 28th. It's a Saturday, 7 p.m. till 9:30 p.m. Tickets available on Eventbrite, and it's at the
Rich Mix Cinema,
which is in Bethnal Green, right?
Yes. Near Shoreditch High Street.
Near Shoreditch High Street. Okay. Yeah. Excellent. And also, as I said, tickets, you can get information on it on www.leytonbenta.com. Okay? You can get information on your music, the film, tickets, everything is on there, right, Leyton?
Yes. But if people want to go directly to the Eventbrite, then it would pretty much be a Leyton Benta short film premiere.eventbrite.co.uk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, we're friends on Facebook, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
So send me the link on send me the link on Facebook, and I'll post it on my page, and I'll send it out as well to my contacts and things like that as well.
Thank you very much, Nicky. I appreciate it.
Listen, I appreciate you, mate. I appreciate you and the work that you're doing. And I said, these things go unnoticed sometimes, and there's so many positive aspects to our community. Like I said, I've seen you from a young man, and I'm certainly very, very proud of what you've done so far. And I'm sure your mother, beautiful woman that she is very proud of you and your family. So you know what, mate, keep
Thank you.
striving, keep doing, keep living in your purpose.
Thank you very much, Nicky.
Okay.
I appreciate it. And thank everyone who also took the time to listen as well. And feel free to connect and reach out. It'll be good.
Definitely. Just a quick one. It says the world is becoming very scary, but we do need to wake up and have these kind of conversations, says Christine. So big up yourself again, Leyton. Thank you very much.
Love, Christine.
All right. Listen, sir, have a great afternoon. Have a great week ahead, and we'll talk soon. Definitely. And
Thank you very much.
And I'll see you at the premiere.
Absolutely.
All
Thank
right.
you so much, man.
Okay.